rep. And supposedly, in theory, from what I hear, this is a good matchup for Toon Link. But there's a lot of things about Ice Climbers that are probably not well understood by the players at large. So we'll see if like DVD's bomb camping, which he's doing right now, and jumping around and trying to stay out of Ice Climber's grab range will be enough, or if techboy's going to be able to catch him off guard with his super hard punishes and reads.
And techboy's just like super aware of his surroundings too. Like earlier today, he played a really intense set with Flip, and you know, me and Hyperflame were watching, and we were discussing how he's able to like adapt to the terrain that Flip is kind of setting up with bombs and stickies and things like that, and not let it alter his playstyle. So it'll be interesting to see if he can do a similar thing here with the projectiles that DVD is throwing, where he kind of navigates through the terrain and tries not to get hit. But Nana's taking an early nap.
Yeah, DVD is willing to go all the way out there and kill her and like risk the possibility of being punished on the ground, which seems worth it. But right now he's tacking on a lot of percentage. If he loses his stock, it's gonna be feel like maybe it wasn't worth it to go for Nana. But it's kind of a hard thing with Ice Climbers, you know, especially if like your kill move is like up B, where you go in the air forever and you land. techboy has been shown to have a good. Me and TK was calling it Sona because it's a Nana.
I get you. No, he definitely does. And again, you reference back to the set with Flip he had, and there was a lot of situations where he's sitting there solo and it doesn't really affect him. He still plays like a very mind game heavy kind of game when he goes solo though. Tries to set up a couple of things.
Right. There's a solo tech chase apparently, or chain grab rather. And we're seeing actually DVD is choosing now, like unlike how he was playing versus the duel, he is not pulling as many bombs. He is putting up a wall instead. And I wonder if maybe he should just stick to what was working earlier, you know?
It was mentioned earlier though by Boyko, and he's pretty right. DVD will like start off a set with the idea of I'm gonna camp you because that's what Toon Link can excel at. And then he just kind of deviates from it, which I guess gives DVD like his own kind of playstyle and probably why he is pretty successful because you're not really anticipating that. But it would be kind of, I guess camping right now wouldn't have been the worst thing, you know? He probably would have saved himself 20%, maybe 15 because of the chain grab, you know?
Or he might have even maybe maintained his lead, which would have been the ideal situation for him. And look, he's transitioning right back to that camping style. So runaway style, let's say. Well, camping is such a negative word nowadays. Let's say runaway.
I think that sounds worse.
They used to say turtling.
You run away from a fight? Well, turtling is like, it's used in a ton of like different video game scenarios, turtling, where you're just slowing down the pace of the game and you're trying to draw out the fight. I guess you can call it that.
I feel like turtling might have been an FGC term originally. That's at least where I heard it.
I remember it from like MMOs.
Okay, but FGC MMOs, my friends, by a lot. Long time. All right, he commits to that down air, and techboy isn't really able to get a punch. It actually hits both of them with the up B, but both of them live. So what is he going to do to recover it? They're so slippery on recovery.
Yeah,
no, absolutely. Gives him a lot of control.
It's also just because no matter how many times you see it, that side B recovery from Ice Climbers is so deceptive because the height they get on it and how quickly they get it, it's almost like burst movement because it happens so quickly in front of you, and it's a long way away from what you remember in Melee. Or at least it seems that way on the engine.
Yeah. I think there's this part of it is like, because when they go into Special Fall, they lose a bunch of aerial drift, but when they're moving up, they seem to have a lot of control over their.
It's almost like they hit like an invisible wall, you know? It's like all of a sudden, yeah, a little bit like Pop. Oh, it's a misinput.
Oh my God, he got hit by the roll there. It actually didn't. Oh my God, he's putting on a lot of damage and almost.
Yeah, that looked
like it was close to kill percentage, but not quite.
And he took some damage from the magnifying glass, so he was pretty damn close. And now he's gonna die to the up smash. You want to see if DVD can kind of recover and go back to the turtling or camping playstyle at the beginning.
I want to bring back turtling. I missed that word. Huh? Oh crap! Falling through the platform, getting punished a lot for trying to get through there. techboy is there with the sharking, and that is one of the weaknesses of that moves. It doesn't really have a hitbox right on Toon Link. It's a great disjoint, but it doesn't really give him any opportunities to hit somebody close to him. Wow, he's
how unfortunate, right? What are the odds that Nana figured out how to get into the dead zone of your forward smash swing?
Yeah, that'll do it. He committed pretty hard to that smash, and it's an easy punish for Ice Climbers. Just gonna grab and kill you. some other, like, not all characters have such an easy confirm out of a grab to kill you.
Yeah, they're literally built into the character mechanics.
Right.
And there's like a couple things that like with ice climbers that some players don't realize, like, oh, these handoffs are just like really free or they're really easy.
Right.
You know, if you try to do a handoff in the middle of the stage, Nana instinctively will just up throw. So if the ice climbers player isn't ready for it or just believes that Popo is going to grab instead, Nana will just up throw in the air, and you can get a fair follow up. You follow DI.
But on some characters, she can't handoff, right? They can't handoff. Like, I don't think against Toon Link they can do handoffs. There are certain characters that can do it on, and certain they can't.
So I know that there are certain characters where the timing is really different. I don't know if it's impossible to do handoffs on Toon Link.
Right, you might be right. Maybe it's like the thing is, like, I feel like the Ice Climbers players feel like they can do anything with this character, and we're all just trying to keep up with it.
No, whoa. So like in the middle of the stage, if Nana grabs, she'll up throw.
Right.
The only way you can avoid that is if you do a pivot grab from Popo to Nana. Then she kind of sits there instead of up throwing immediately, and you can kind of walk up and then do a forward smash or something else. You'll see Fresh do it a ton of times, and that'll give it does give the player an opportunity to like wiggle out and just try to get out of the grab. But there's like different things like that maybe some people don't realize, because the handoff isn't as free as people make it seem. Like you have to have them at the corner or figure out a way to get them to the corner, which is why you see down throw into down air so much, because the person that's re-grabbing is Popo.
Right.
Which gives you like full control what you're going to do next. Right. If Nana was to do it, it just gets kind of weird.
And there is some like one frame thing that you can do where you choose where she throws in PM, which allows you to do, I think, like...
Yeah, and I've heard of that too. And I don't know many people that have even tried to really try to... I mean, even Fresh, I'm pretty sure, just told me to stick to normal handoffs at ledge. Don't try to do anything crazy, because it's pretty damn difficult.
Anyhow, if we do make mistakes with this character, I apologize. There's a lot to know about him.
There's the handoff right there.
There's the handoff, you're right.
Yeah, you can get the handoff. From what I was told from Serb and from Fresh, pretty much every character, though, has a different timing based on their weight. Yeah. So, like, you know, you would think, like, oh, Bowser's super easy to hand off. This is true, but it's going to be a different timing. So if you haven't played against one in a while, you could have a moment or two where you just drop it. Right. And techboy right there, the reason he's going for down air is because he's hoping that DVD DI's out, and it leads into another grab, and then he'll be close enough to the ledge where he can start just the natural handoff that you'll see at the very ledge of the stage. Right. If you do it too early, you get that weird stuff with it. But DVD's using the platforms really well, but he's still down in stock. I don't think there's enough bombs. Like I almost feel like if I don't see one in his hand, he's not trying it hard enough. You know, like it should always just be there, because
it's probably getting frustrating to throw it at their shield, but and not getting as much out of it. But it's one of the challenges of Toon Link. You know, he does always have to force you to respect him, but shield does stop a lot of his options. And a player with intelligent shielding and aggressive shielding, moving forward with your shield and taking up space, can be a real problem for Toon Link. Just falls down with an invincible chop, gets another one right there, and wow, he is dead.
Alright, so he's gonna have an opportunity here to try to bring this back. I mean, it's got to be a frustrating matchup, you know. You, as the Ice Climbers player, you must feel kind of damn cool when you get the handoff complete and you lead into like a spike fair. But then if you're the the guy against them, you're like, I waited 4 minutes to get grabbed and that happened to me. Like, what in the world? And it's frustrating. It's not quite melee-esque, you know, where you get wobbled and you're like, I can't believe, I got that. There's a little bit more of
position matters a lot.
100,000.
Ice Climbers with PM. A good PM, Ice Climbers knows the stage position.
TBD's face right now. He's just like, what do I do? And there's Boyko with the information. He's probably telling him, hey, just unplug it and you can go home early. And no one needs to know how you feel about the matchup. I wonder if someone's sitting there with a stopwatch. 30 seconds.
30 seconds, boy.
A little one of those the race guns goes off.
Do we have
I'm sure we got people.
Oh my god, you got a Red Bull? Can I get one of those?
I bought mine. Would you have cash?
Yeah, I do.
Straight cash, homie.
Can I give it to somebody to buy?
Yeah, the next intern that comes in.
Damn it, I don't have any. I've
been calling anyone that comes in here an intern.
I have rupees.
No one's gonna take that money here. I don't know how to tell you this, champ.
I could just make up an exchange rate. I really need a Coke and a water.
I have like pure respect for techboy coming out with the Mickey Mouse shirt. There's something cool about that. You know, the young gun coming in hot with the Mickey Mouse shirt.
I'm the main character. You understand me? You guys think I'm a side character? I start this business.
You think Nintendo's big? I started a legacy.
I own Marvel now.
I own Star Wars.
They really do own everything.
Yeah, they don't. It's out of control. I own ESPN Sports. Right. So Battlefield, it's. I think it's DVD's best stage. Like every time I see him play, he's on Battlefield. He's just moving and grooving. So I just want to. I hope it works out because I would love to see more of the set.
They traditionally say WarioWare, but I think you're right. He has had a lot of success on this stage.
I mean,
great for separating. Look how he can separate them in the middle there by standing in the middle and stopping any of his approach options. I love the way he's playing split up game. Oh, but he knocks him towards. Oh, the recovery doesn't work out for techboy, and he can't save Nana. He might go down another stock if he doesn't kill DVD right here.
He's gonna be super aware because he's already witnessed the Sopo take a stock off him before, and he can't risk taking one now because that's it. This is the last game he's got an opportunity to push it, but.
I gotta say, I think maybe I could be wrong about this, but I get this feeling that like the stage list sort of favors Toon Link. I feel like, yeah, I don't know.
I've had this discussion with Serb and with Fresh. There's no actual like really good opportunities for ice climbers once you go into counterpicking. It's really hard for them,
right?
Because every stage seems to be either really large and doesn't give a lot of opportunities to hand off across. Or has a ton of platforms, or has platforms you can camp on.
Right.
So
he can ban FD and Smash.
Yep. I know what you were getting at because like when I had messed around with them, the first conversation we had was like, man, if you play like with your friend and you put it on random, you just feel like every stage you're playing against as the ice climbers, you just have no advantage.
Right. Okay, Boyko's going crazy back there saying, "Let's go, Brian."
Well, absolutely. The Sherb right now is working. He's doing work, moving. I love how DVD
goes for it again and gets it this time.
Go ahead, he's dead now, so I don't love that part. Unfortunate. But I do love the fact that DVD, and we've talked about it in the past when he's done in sets where he sometimes has bombs in his hand and he'll hold on to them long enough to where they almost become like a defensive option besides shield. There was a couple times already in this game alone where an opportunity to grab or combo, which is broken up by a bomb that DVD chose to not let go of for a while.
Yeah. He has a lot of good anti-combo tools, actually. Like, up B sometimes gets him out of stuff. Bombs, he can throw them up. He can hold on to them. He can throw them down. Yeah, he can drop them. You make him Z-drop at the quickest possible frame.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, so he's... Oh, my God. And a two-stop for DVD. Finally on the board.
That was probably the best example of bomb play right there.
Yeah.
That was amazing. It was really smooth.
I think Delfino's definitely had some good things about it for him, but like one of the issues was he really just like he gave him almost too much space to avoid the bombs. You know what I mean? And DVD decides to ban Green Hill Zone and FD. Doesn't ban this stage. I think. Oh my gosh. I think traditionally Toon Link is considered to be not very good at Green Hill Zone, but this is definitely. Probably a pretty decent stage for the ice climbers in this matchup.
It's relatively flat. You're going to be able to get handoffs. The stage is small too, so that zone where you need to be in,
I would say.
Yeah, that zone where you need to be in for handoffs to come into play is pretty close to you, regardless of where you get that grab.
Yeah. Did you see him power shield and then wave dash to grab that bomb?
Animal.
Yeah, he's an animal. We've been seeing a lot of really good item play this tournament.
And it's interesting though with the Green Hill Zone thing you were mentioning because I know Gallo has picked it against Fresh a bunch of times, so it could be just the player. It could be it's just sometimes it's just the character itself or it's just a player comfort.
Yeah, and it's scary sometimes to go to a stage that is traditionally a counterpick against other characters, against a character like Ice Climbers, where you feel like your game plan against Ice Climbers. A lot of top players, I think, feel like they are, even in Melee, think they're like a little predictable or whatever, but. It's not easy to execute. Ice Climber players are so good at getting in. They're so scary, like they make you panic. The duo is a real fortress you need to get through. So I can understand not wanting to go to that stage, green hill zone. He gets walls though. Anyhow.
And DVD, unfortunately, there was at such a high percent that he really had no shot of, getting himself out of that grab and picking it at 130. He was able to recover from the hit stun, just come right back and set up the throw into up smash.
The techboy has been getting ice blocks. Oh goodness! Challenging the ice blocks with challenging his bombs with ice blocks. That's really been working out for him.
That was so good. He used the boomerang to stall out the recovery. Nana ends up dying, plummets, and then it's just Popo, and he finishes it off right afterward. And right now it's 2-2. The Sherb is working on it.
Goes straight to legend when a super risky situation for him, and he dies. Gets the spike there. One of those things where you want so badly to get an opening, but against ice climbers, you cannot approach in that position without the possibility of accepting a 0 to death for them.
Yeah,
so again, this is that position again, but and he smartly retreats.
And you know what, man? He knows what the key to victory is, and he's playing that portion of it correctly. So him making that mistake of going in so aggressively, there's no real fault at it. techboy wasn't putting any additional pressure on him. There wasn't anything that he was doing to make him feel like I need to go in right now. So DVD just needs to play this cleanly. He's only at 7% right now. He's got it down to just Popo. The opportunity is going to be here for him to just close out the stock, and then it's just a one stock situation.
And that was finally the first clean punish I feel like DVD has gotten on a solo Popo. He's usually gone for a super hard, greedy forward smash, which, yeah, would kill. But if you miss it, you basically give them all the time in the world to get the stage with the ledge dash and reset neutral.
Oh my goodness, what a Zair retreating, saves himself.
Yeah, Zair is pretty good against ice climbers.
And the Zair wasn't just the best part. It's the fact that he had the presence of mind to just dash backwards, basically Zair while retreating, because I think he would have gotten grabbed anyway.
This is super close.
techboy's reaching for that grab. He just whiffed with one right there, and he wasn't even close to hit a body. techboy maybe showing some nerves.
DVD just staying in the air, chilling out, like
he knows what he needs to do.
He's not even concerned about this idea that techboy might approach underneath him. He is comfortable. Oh, wow. Wow! Takes out.
And DVD's going to have an opportunity to close this one out.
And he went for the hard read again. Oh, no, he goes for a big read again. And he might pay for it.
He forces him off. Oh, he just barely snaps back on. He went for the heavy read.
Both of them are really nervous to close this out. DVD gets his neutral set up, which is a better position for him. techboy is finding his openings despite playing a solo character.
Oh my goodness, a down smash just barely misses.
Oh, he's
gonna get grabbed. He went for another one.
This is so tense. Midwest versus New York.
And right now, the bombs that were so reliant for DVD are abandoning him. Nothing has been hitting.
And he SDIs out of the jab to down smash, and
he misses the forward smash, but the boomerang comes back, and he misses the down smash.
And DVD does it, and he does a little bit of a, like a kind of what I would call a DVD pop-off. And I think it's because DVD has been haunted by losing close games last stock against L's.
Oh, don't even bring it up. Yeah, we were there,
and we love the guy, but we are like DVD. Why you? Yeah, and he did it. He did it in the clutch situation.
Here's the weird part, right?
I love that he popped off a little bit.
No, absolutely.
The half pop off, the half mast.
The flags are halfway up today, folks. Well, the thing here that's really now becoming, I guess, something's got to break. And what I mean by that is we talked about DVD has lost sets that he could have won in very tight sets. techboy dropped in a 2-0 lead on Flip today.
Yeah.
And now, if you're techboy and you know you're in losers because of that, that could weigh in on you. I just blew another 2-0 lead. Now we're going back to PS2, which DVD could play here.
And this is a PM rule set, Geo's stupid rule it's called, where you can go back to the first stage you won on, which is why we're back on PS2 where techboy won. In a best of 5.
In a best of 5,
yes. Not in a best of 3, of course, but, that's how that works in PM.
That would be
something we've agreed to on the PMCC, the PM Championship circuit, to all share that rule set.
And it's already come into a couple times to play, and it's been interesting.
Character first, as well as a new rule set that the major national tournaments in PMCC have agreed to adopt. That's cool. We're growing, we're changing, we're trying new things out, and techboy goes for another up air. Doesn't try to go for that up
B. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but I think it was not worth it. He really could have lost
the risk versus the reward. You're absolutely right. You know, in that situation, if you whiff on the up air, you're just going back to the stage. You whiff on the up B, you're alone. You know, alone falling back toward the stage. Techboy's gonna lose Nana for basically nothing.
Yeah,
that was his own decision.
Yeah, he definitely went, and he kills himself as well at 80%.
Techboy taking a deep breath right now. He's trying to get himself collected. He understands, you know, what's at stake here. This is losers. Yeah, losers going home.
It's funny, they're kind of playing like do-si-do over here, going from platform to the ground to platform to the ground, back and forth. DVD trying to weave his way between those two platforms and find an opening, and has separated them very successfully right now. And Nana got not only clipped by the returning boomerang, but also he was able to get a control.
Oh, he mistimed it. He mistimed it.
Nana does recover on her own sometimes, and
yes,
that's the point when he cannot do the snap delay.
Absolutely not. You have to wait for Nana to either recover on her own. You have to wait for the animation to be done, and then you can recover, and you can recover from pretty damn low. You had plenty of time in that situation.
Right.
Or you need to be damn sure, recover on your own, say, and hope that Nana was in the middle or about to start an animation. That's why techboy just kind of went falling down.
But is techboy explosive or what? He kills him off the top with an up B right when he needs it most, and it's pretty much even after like a pretty terrible SD. A pretty unfortunate SD.
Pretty unfortunate.
All right, splits him with the up B.
You know what? For being an up-and-comer, it's amazing how many times techboy has been here. He's going to have to bring this together. And, you know, something we haven't talked about is the crowd factor. Yeah. We're in a different room. We're in a different part of the venue. We hear the crowd clearly screaming every time DVD does something positive.
And actually, before in the beginning, we were hearing a pretty decent amount of people behind techboy, but I think the East Coast folks realized that they needed to represent it. Now it's got a crowd.
Yeah, this is the lone New York, New Jersey. You know, DVD's got the weight of a region on his shoulders right now. And right now, DVD he's racking up damage. He doesn't care on which ice climber. He's like, there's a million. I want to hit something, please.
Okay, this might be it. Techboy absolutely still in this. Could literally end this with a grab.
DVD knows he just needs to get a bomb to confirm into something. He's racked up a good amount of damage on Nana too, so it wouldn't be surprising if he can get some sort of up B on her and she's gone.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's a little bit like hard to tell how much damage she has with bombs, because bombs, like the knockback is so consistent over percentage that it's like hard to tell like how much damage she really has on her.
Techboy, he's slowly closing in. He's trying to take stage control. He clips Nana.
Kills Nana. The down air.
And that's gonna be it.
Smash again. And DVD moves on to loser's core.